Hey y'all, it's Zaze. Today I wanted to do a watercolor painting. I found this picture on Pinterest of some girl and I really liked it, and I just wanted to try painting a portrait for once. And to start this painting off, I just did a sketch with the regular pencil, and then I lined it with the orange colored pencil, and then I started with my shadows and a nice blue, and then after that I went in with the skin tone, and I made sure that the skin tone was kind of orange to oppose the blue shadows so that it works out with color. So now that I have some base colors down, I'm going to continue filling this in. I think I want to go in with some more blush color. So yeah, then I went in with a light red just to add some blush around the cheeks and the nose, and I kind of wanted to blend that out to make sure it looked very smooth overall. And I think I might even bring some of this blush like up into the forehead area, you know, where there's that shadow, even down here a little bit. I just kind of want to spread it out into the cheeks, blend that out a little bit. I really just want it to work on my watercolor in general because, I don't know, I feel like I don't really do it enough. So I really wanted to get back into it because for the longest time, I wouldn't paint at all. And if I did paint, I would do like acrylic paint, and definitely not portraits. I wouldn't paint portraits at all for some reason. Even though I mostly enjoy drawing portraits, I would not paint them. I think it was very daunting for me to paint them at first, and then as you know, I kind of got more comfortable with my art and I kind of got over the fear of just messing it up. I find it a lot easier to just paint something. And I think also as I'm understanding like shapes and values and color theory even, I find it a lot easier to just put a mark on the page and see where it goes. I think I'm gonna blend that out with just some plain old water. And I feel like as I just practice, instead of like worrying about the how-to part, if I just do it, I find that it comes pretty naturally. Again, the best teacher is experience. That's how I've always learned things. My art improved when I just put in practice and committed to it. And it seems like that really boosts your art. I'm not even finished yet, and I'm very happy with where it's going. I think something else that's really helped me is just understanding that in order to make good art, I can't be afraid to mark the page, and that I should just trust myself. If you do that, it makes life a whole lot easier. I think it does really help if you start to understand color theory. And I'm not saying, oh, go take a master class on color theory and blah 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 blah, but no, literally just get like a kindergarten color wheel and I promise it'll make sense. And I think my paper's starting to buckle, so I'm gonna move on to the lips. So after painting the lips, I decided to blend out the skin tone a little bit with some clean fresh water, and then I added another flat layer of color for the skin tone just to even everything out. I did it with a wider flat brush, and then I started to go in with some details, doing things like the eyes and the eyebrows and adding some color for the hair, and trying to give definition to everything at this point now that I have the flat base of it down. Doing things like the edges and adding texture to the hair. I think my favorite part of doing this entire painting was just sitting there adding little ringlets to her hair. It's so cute. It was so fun to do, just like drawing line after line. And I really love doing stuff like this because it's just fun to sit down and relax and engage in my hobby for a little bit. It was really relaxing just to like color in a drawing. But anyways, at this point I was loving how the painting was coming out. I really like the colors. I think I definitely like layered them correctly. Yeah, anyways, I think a lot of people should just try something like painting. I really enjoyed these watercolors because of how like calming the painting process can be, especially since they're so transparent, like easy to layer, like, and yeah, they're kind of like satisfying to use because they're super smooth to paint with. They're like a lot thinner than acrylics, which I'm used to. I definitely do want to do more watercolor painting in the future. But yeah, if you're an artist and you wanted to try watercolor at some point in time, I would just say like just try it, because I definitely like wouldn't touch the watercolor set I had for the longest time because I was scared that like I wasn't going to be able to make it look good. But like literally once I just tried it and finally got the hang of it, it really comes like easily. And I feel like when you just make art for fun rather than worrying about the finished product, it definitely is a lot more relaxing and it's a better experience overall. Anyways, on with the final details. I wanted to like make her stand out with an outline, so so I chose like this bright orange color because I had done her line art with orange. I think the bright orange outline really contrasts the darker purplish color that I used for her shadows. I like to do this in my art sometimes, especially when I'm drawing portraits, just to make it stand out from the background. I find it really fun. Sometimes I like to go in with like a bright white instead, but adding outlines to the people I draw whenever it's just like a face photo. And then I went in on the background using my fan brush and some purple and blue and like a light strokes, again to contrast that bright orange and just to fill in the background to create some kind of interest, some kind of texture, because it was kind of flat in the back. And then all that was left to do was to add my details with some colored pencils, so things like the highlights on the eyes and the face, things like the nose, hair, lips. I just went in with some colored pencils to redefine that. And yeah, if you guys are enjoying this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, I had so much fun doing this painting. I really do love how it came out. Of course, the eye's a little bit crooked. I did draw it from a weird angle. Overall, I do really love how it came out. I love the colors. I really had a fun time in the process. So again, I am an advocate for watercolor painting. If you guys would like to see me paint anything else, leave a comment down below. And all that's left to do with this project is to peel the tape off. Overall, I'd say that the best thing I learned from doing this particular painting was learning how to layer colors, especially with like a different medium. I'm again more used to using acrylics, but this was definitely a nice change of pace for me, and I do want to do more like this in the future, probably something with more of like a colored pencil drawing where I already start the sketch with colored pencils. I've been wanting to do something like that. Yeah, all that was left to do is sign my name, and yeah, this is pretty much the final product. Again, really happy with how this came out. It was super fun to do. I just was able to set some time aside and watch some shows and paint something. It was great. But thank you guys so much for watching this video to the end. If you enjoyed it, again, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe, and click the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!